Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy Pete with Slap Happy Gorilla. What? Devin, Haney, Vasiliy, Lomachenko is already in the books. Whatever you want to say. People say they want to overturn the fight. They want to appeal the fight. That's what Team Lomachenko says. Okay, so now this is my thing. Everybody who screamed robbery, right? Everybody that said it was a robbery. Okay, you entitled to your opinion, first of all. I have an opinion as well. Hey, I respect everybody else's opinion. So, hey, I ask you to respect mine. Now, my opinion is it was a good fight, and I would have hated to be a judge because a lot of those rounds, to me, were very close rounds to call. And I'm going to tell you this. Professional boxing, judging the sport of boxing is different from saying who won in the fight between Pookie and Ray Ray down the street, round the corner. Listen, Devin Haney, Vasiliy Lomachenko from round number 1 was a very competitive fight. And what I mean by that is, man, look, both guys had their moments in certain rounds, you know, and I'm going to tell you this. If you think you can give Lomachenko more than 8 definitive rounds, then hey, tell me what rounds they are. Tell me what 8 or more rounds you can give Lomachenko. Now, if you can give Lomachenko 8 rounds, that would be 8-4. Now, you still really can't call that a robbery because, like I say, a lot of those rounds were a little hard to score, and you could have swung 2 of those rounds another way, which would be a draw. So then you have 6-6 instead of 8-4. So that is not a robbery. Now, you would have to give Vasiliy Lomachenko 9 rounds definitively to say that it is a robbery. And if you can show me 9 rounds that Vasiliy Lomachenko won definitively, then hey, I concede. But I'ma just tell you, when you bring me them 9 rounds, I'ma tell you this. Bro, at least 7 of those rounds, you know, were harder to call than what you trying to make it out to be. Because I cannot say definitively that either guy won 9 rounds in that fight. So this is the thing. First of all, everybody who was in, I had a couple videos, and people was telling me it was clearly a robbery. Okay, everybody who said that, tell me, do you know what a 10-point must system is? Now, when you tell me you know what a 10-point must system is, then tell me the criteria for scoring in the 10-point must system. Now, when you tell me that, that means that you are qualified to be a professional boxing scorer. Now, first of all, I know a lot of y'all that's casual fans that was in my comments do not even know what the 10-point system is, a 10-point must system is, and you don't know what the criteria is for scoring in the 10-point must system. Now, if you do, then tell me, and then according to that system, tell me 9 rounds that Vasiliy Lomachenko won in a 10-point must system with the criteria that is scored, how the criteria for scoring in a 10-point must system. Now, if you tell me that, then hey, I can see you. Other than that, bro, listen, all you doing is speculating, and you too emotional about the fight. Because I'm going to tell you this. I thought it was a good fight. And I'm going to tell you this as well. If they would have raised Vasiliy Lomachenko's hand, I wouldn't have been mad because that's how close the fight was. If they scored it, a draw. And this is the thing. I heard it was Nelly that was on, I think it was a Fight Hype interview, or one of them, that was saying that at most it was a draw. If you can call a fight even at most a draw, that means it was too close to call it a robbery. Now, I was looking at the Porter Way podcast, and Sean Porter and, you know, the guy that's with him on the podcast, I don't know his name. I got to tell you that. But, you know, I listen to it from time to time. I watch it on YouTube. They got a little podcast, but it's on YouTube as well. They gave it to Vasiliy Lomachenko 7-5. Now, 7-5 is not a robbery. That's 7-5 is the closest you can score a fight without scoring it a draw. Because that means one fighter got 7 rounds, one got 5. If you take one off the 7 or add one to the 5, you got 6-6. That's a draw. That's too close to say it was a robbery. A robbery is when you can find 9, at least 9 definitive rounds that a boxer has won, and then the other guy only won definitively 3 rounds, or possibly 3 rounds. And listen, if you can do that, then you can say, okay, yeah, that's a robbery. That's a robbery. But this fight wasn't a robbery. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw boxing at its best. There was not a knockout. There was not a knockdown. There was no 10-8 rounds, you know? Okay, if you give Lomachenko round number 10 and round number 11, those were 2 rounds that according to the 10-point must system, you could more or less give to Vasiliy Lomachenko, you know? Now, if you can tell me 7 more rounds that he won definitively, I concede. According to the 10-point must system, and with the criteria in place that you score a 10-point must system, then I concede. But if you can't tell me that, then, man, stop, hush with all that robbery stuff, man. We saw a good fight. We saw a young man who was undisputed champion. Now, mind you, he was the champion. He was already the champion. Anybody that's been following boxing for any number of years know you have to definitively take that from the champion. And he's an undisputed champion at that. You cannot take a fight from an undisputed champion just from winning 2 definitive rounds. You know, those rounds in the beginning was hard to score, and some of them could have went either way, but some of them had to go to Devin Haney. I mean, okay, now tell me this. According to even the analysts, round 1, they both landed 6 shots apiece, 6 punches apiece. Now, I'm going to give you a hint in the 10-point must system and its criteria, okay? I'm going to tell you 2 things about the criteria. The reason why I'm going to tell you this is because those 2 guys landing 6 punches apiece, and that's if you could really say that they both were effective, clean landed punches for both guys. Now you have to go to other criteria. You have to say, now I'm giving away more than 2. Because now you have to say, okay, who was the most effective aggressor, right? Okay, that's part of the criteria. Who was the effective aggressor? And then who had the better ring generalship? Okay, so now if both guys landed 6 punches in the first round, who you gonna give the round to? According to the 10-point must system and its criteria. See, that's how this is not judging a fight off your emotion and the guy you want to win or the guy that won 2 definitive rounds at the end of the fight. Because that's what most people remember. Now, in boxing, with a boxer, it don't matter if he destroyed the guy in 1 or 2 rounds. That don't mean he won the whole fight. All that means is you got to give them 2 rounds to that fighter. In those first rounds, I say even the first 6 to 9 rounds, Devin Haney was landing body shots at will. The left hook to the body and the jab to the body was impeccable. It was effective, clean landing punches. I ain't talking about that shoe shine stuff. Now, Loma got the real pretty shoe shine now. He'll put the shoe shine on you. But if you throw shoe shine punches, how effective and clean are they landing? And then out of a 4-punch combination, how many of them landed? 1 or 2 or 1? And then the ones that landed, were they effective? See, that's what you got to ask yourself. That's a part of the 10-point must system criteria. And a lot of people don't even know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Go and look it up. If you want to know how to score a round, I ain't talking about the whole fight, a round. Then when you learn the criteria, do you even know what you're looking at when you're looking for ring generalship? Do you know what you're looking for when you're saying effective aggression? Now, punches landed clean, effective punches, people know what that is. And some people might not even know that. Casual fans might not even know that. Oh, Pookie hit him in the face 5 times, but he ain't budged. Then, hey, Ray hit him in the face 1 time and knocked him down. That is effective landing or clean punches landed. He knocked him down. Pookie might have hit him 5 times, but if the Joker ain't budged, Ray knocked him down with 1 punch. That's the most effective punches landed. 1 punch. So all of this stuff about the statistics and all of that, look, man, that was not a robbery. A robbery is when somebody win at least 9 or 10 rounds that are definitive rounds won, and they give it to the other fighter. That's not what happened on May the 20th at the MGM Grand in front of a sold-out arena. That's not what happened. What happened was we saw Devin Haney and Vasiliy Lomachenko give us one of the best boxing matches that we've seen in some time. Nobody was knocked down. Nobody was knocked out. Both guys were in the fight throughout the whole fight. Now, you could say 10, 11, whatever, that he got the best of Devin Haney. Okay, you can give him them rounds in. But now you got to give me 7 more rounds, definitive rounds. Because if either of those 7 rounds could have went either way, then you can't convince me. According to the 10-point must system criteria. That's how. I ain't talking about Pookie and Ray. You say, oh, Pookie and Ray out there fought. I think Pookie won, but Ray did knock him down. But Pookie hit him about 20 times. Nah, man. You not judging a street fight according to your emotion. Because you wanted to see Pookie beat up the guy that bullied you in school. That is not how you are scoring a professional boxing match. There is criteria that the people in Las Vegas, Nevada score according to the Nevada Athletic State Commission. So now when Lomachenko say that he's appealing this fight, that means he has to go before the board of the Nevada Athletic State Commission. So now what is he going to tell them when he get there? Is he going to tell them, oh man, I feel like I won the fight. I was crying in the locker room. and I just know I beat him up. Okay, yeah, tell me, give me the rounds you beat him up in. Definitive rounds. Las Vegas, Nevada, I guarantee you, boy, they gonna say, okay, we seen the 2 rounds that everybody, talking about, but according to the 10-point must system, these were some close rounds to score, and you got 3 judges, not 1, not 2, but 3 judges. This is not Canelo versus Floyd Mayweather, where 1 judge just messed it up. This is 3 judges that gave the fight unanimously to Devin Haney. And now, when you judge, everybody complain about the 8-4, 116 to 112. Okay, if you complain about that, I heard Champ Side. I got to shout out Champ Side. Shout out to Champ Side. Champ Side on his show, he said, okay, well, just give that whole card to Lomachenko. If you mad about that, just say, okay, we gonna score that for Lomachenko and give it to him. Now you got 2 other judges that scored it within 2 points of each other. 115, 113. That's within 2 points. Both of them for Devin Haney. So how can you scream robbery? That's the only thing I want to know. Then I want to know, once Vasiliy Lomachenko goes before the Nevada Athletic State Commission, what is his appeal for? What are the rounds that he definitively won according to the 10-point must system and its criteria in place? And how will he be able to prove that he won more than 8 rounds? Because if you won 8 rounds, you still can say that those professional judges who all 3 gave them to Devin Haney, the board can come back and say, well, you gave us 8-4. 2 of those rounds could have went either way, and you still got a draw. That's not a robbery. That's not a robbery. So all of you who are talking about robbery, do you even know what you're looking at? Are you going by your emotion? Because you saw Vasiliy Lomachenko at the end of the fight have a couple good rounds that were definitive. Oh, he won that fight hands down. Okay, what happened to the beginning of the fight when Devin Haney was landing clean, effective punches to the body? Which a lot of people don't even count those because they don't really look at body shots. Then turn the volume of the fight down. I guarantee, what I want to do, I want to tell everybody who says it's a robbery, turn the volume down, first of all, because every time Vasiliy Lomachenko did a shoe shine or whatever, the whole arena erupted. But it was quiet when Devin Haney was landing them body shots. It was so quiet, like a church house mouse. Because, yes, it was a pro Vasiliy Lomachenko crowd. So now turn the volume down and watch it 3 times. This is what I want to encourage you to do. Everybody who said it was a robbery. Okay, watch it 3 times. The first time you watch it and give as many rounds as you can to Devin Haney. All right? Then the second time you watch it, give as many rounds as you can to Vasiliy Lomachenko. Right? Okay. The third time you watch it and see which of those rounds could have went either way for either fighter. And I guarantee you, you will look at the fight totally different. Have the volume down all 3 times. And then watch it the 4th time with the volume up. And then you say, oh yeah, this is okay, I'm looking at it from a different perspective. Now, and then score it. Look up 10-point must system and look up the criteria for scoring it. That's how you score the fight. Okay, this is Daddy P. Hey, go ahead and slap that like button for me. All right? And then go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can come back and we can have a discussion. And hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time it goes down. Because on this particular fight, we did a segment called Get This Money. Hey, and Palm Rising won to get this money. He picked Devin Haney, so I had to pay him $100. Listen, you can too win $100. Rock with your boy. We'll be doing Get This Money again, but y'all rock with your boy, man. Hey, this Daddy P, I'm out of there.